am now going to go to Marcella. Marcella Karachi, are you there? Yes, Marcella. Sorry, I know for a couple of you that saw the program, it's been mixed up a bit, but it's okay. We get to hear from all of you anyway. Now, Marcella is the director of marketing and operations, and basically she's my go-to person at Igongo, and the person that I decided I would want to have this chat with, and that I would want other people to listen to from Igongo. Igongo Country Hotel and
Cultural Center.
Wonderful, wonderful. So, do you want to tell us a bit about it before I launch into the questions? Just where Igongo is.
Igongo is 12 kilometers from Mbarara on the Mbarara-Masaka Highway, in Biharwe, to be more specific. We opened the museum, the cultural center, part of it in 2010 with one restaurant, and then opened the hotel officially in 2014. So it's been 10 years and 6 years, really. And I think we had Uganda in mind. We had our domestic tourism in mind because our products are really tailored to our local market as well as the foreigners. So we're kind of lucky. And I believe that no crisis is wasted. I know that we're going to, work with our Ugandans to entertain them in the post-COVID era.
Yes.
And I hope that, we can work together generally to revive our economy and our hotels. Yeah.
So why, I'll just go back to why I chose these particular hotels to start with for the first webinar. These are hotels that a lot of Ugandans have always wanted to go to, that want to go to. Many people that haven't gotten the chance to, have been dreaming of doing so. Very many people drive past Igongo either on their way to their hometowns and things like that, and just always say, oh, I wish I could go there and things like that. And there's always this mentality, even before checking, that those people, their prices are tailored to the foreign tourist. I don't want to say the foreign tourist, and that they're just not for the Ugandan market. And yet when I had a chance to chat with each of you, I realized that actually many of you already had really good pricing for them. Either it just wasn't communicated effectively, or we're just biased and want to hear what we want to hear, or we just don't understand the value. So when I spoke to you, also spoke of the value and the offers that you have. Would you like to tell us about that? Basically, what you have in store for the post-lockdown Ugandan traveler?
So we first we want to tell our customers and our clients that we are going to make sure that every measure that has been mentioned by the Ministry of Health and World Health Organization and government, we have tried to put in place. We have trained our staff. There are masks, there are sanitizers, there are, washing points for your hands. We're very lucky that we're a big hotel. So our gardens are going to be used to help, in the social distancing dining experience and, scientific weddings, as probably you'll ask me later. Our prices, we had packages that existed for our, Ugandan people who we believe can afford, but like you said, I may be biased and, would probably pass off our hotel and think it's expensive. We have, for bed and breakfast, a single room. We've now put our prices down to 200,000 per night. That's bed and breakfast for a single room. And for double occupancy, it'd be 250. That's just bed and breakfast. And then for a full board, single, you pay 270 per night and 390 for full board. And I think that's really good.
Yeah.
Because we still have costs that are running. We have obligations. As all my colleagues were saying before, it's not going to be business as usual for probably 6 months. So, but we want everybody to have. We know that people probably want to come and take some time off from being at home for nearly say what 70 days.
Yeah.
So we want to be able to serve you, but also not go under.
Yeah. So basically, let's talk more about, apart from accommodation, apart from just going to Igongo for accommodation, what else is there that a customer can see and enjoy?
Oh, wonderful. We have a museum.
Yeah.
We have a museum that also has like different pricing, very affordable for the locals, 5,000 to tour, and then 20,000 for what we call non-East Africans. And part of that museum has experiential farm visits where you see milking, milk churning, ghee making. We have an eclipse monument, a hill that's opposite the hotel. We missed our anniversary. It was 500 years since that eclipse. So we're going to do a whole ceremony, but COVID happened. We hope to do something though. We hope to do something later.
Okay.
So it's all part of the experience. We do host campers as well, mostly school children. They've come to Igongo and had a tour and slept in tents and enjoyed it very, 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 very much. So we're hoping to do that as well. And not just school children, even foreigners who are on their way to Bwindi or Kabale. They prefer to, sleep in tents for a night and then continue.
Okay, that's really good. I like that Igongo offers a lot more than just accommodation, that you have the museum, which unfortunately I also haven't been to yet, but I've seen so many amazing pictures. So like I said about Brovat Sands and Sese, picture a family of Mr. Mugisha who lives in Bugolobi Flats. His kids have grown up there and they haven't really experienced their culture. And so they can go and see how ghee is made. I don't even know how, I know it's from milk, how ghee is made and the chansi and, all these things. I imagine that would be amazing. And that's something every parent should try and do. So that is really good. And especially the eclipse monument and everything. I hope you get to celebrate that after all this. I will definitely be there. So back to the pricing. $60 is not bad at all for a resort as beautiful as Igongo. And especially that we have beautiful facilities like swimming pool and the gym and everything. That's just not bad at all. And yes, you knew that I was going to talk about scientific wedding. If some miracle happened or whatever you want to call it, and I get a COVID proposal, and I want to have a wedding of 50 people. I think the government can allow that, 50 people. Would you be able to have a gathering like that with, as minimum contact points as possible? The buffet, the experience, the space. Would you be able to pull that off? Would I still have an amazing wedding?
Absolutely, Laura. We can have up to 3 weddings, I think.
3?
At the same time. Yes, of a scientific nature, because our premises are big enough. At different points, you won't even know. And we can even have your proposal there at the Eclipse Hill, at the monument. So whoever is going to propose, we have everything in one place, just a one-stop center for you.
Okay, that's really good to hear. Marcella, is there anything else you'd want to tell us about Igongo in terms of what measures you're putting in place in terms of social distancing and basically making sure that your guests feel safe, and also in terms of experience? Is there any experience I haven't mentioned? Is there anything that you'd like to say?
Now, just like I said, my colleague said, we already have in place measures to sanitize surfaces, because there are many of those. We have gyms, we have all sorts of restaurant tops, tables. We will sanitize the place from time to time, door handles, reception area. We had to remodel our website, so we're going to have a virtual tour on there.
Oh, wonderful.
And yes, and then we're going to make sure that handles bookings as well, payments. We want to encourage more, electronic payments to avoid the handling of cash.
Yeah.
Our staff are trained, and we're going to retrain them on health, on these measures to keep, safe and sanitized, masks and all. We have a crafts shop. If there's demand, if there's need, we can, stock masks there.
Yeah.
For those who may forget, because I think it's becoming compulsory to have them. So just in case, we will have them there, assessing the demand. We hope that, soon enough, things will get back to normal and we'll host everybody with our good packages. We also hope to local manufacturers, we've been doing that. Most of our, we use local artists to do the stuff in the museum, to build, woodwork. We want to support the farmers. I had my colleague Charlotte talk about a farm. We want to do boo-boo as much as possible.
Yeah.
So that then there's money in the economy, and then eventually, everybody's happy.
Yeah. That is wonderful. Thank you so much, Marcella. Thank you.